weekend no ebusia na okopie mu ewo eye rasante bedi etuo ne maame yi ase a ye hu se MPP for empanimfo akuku dam ene kwatai na chi the former president John Agyapong Kufuor, the former president Nana Danko Kufuor, the minority leader in parliament Yera Afenyoma Kent Munyina kopie mu. Now the two people are woman so one video abetoja cause a lot of waves and conversations amafo chim say Kennedy Agyapong and Kennedy Agyapong polished Kennedy Ohene Agyapong himself and Dr. Bryan Acheampong and a woman so womu video abeton montin so woman so ekopie mu ewo yera Asante Bedietio, the former executive secretary to Nana Danko Kufuor. Now the whole event said they call no and a sparky conversation. Now we'll go and take a video of how both of them were seated side by side no so ehonsem abeto social media no eso ba whatever it is no yebedo musuko na yedi ho enkomo ebusia yenko na that is the event Thanksgiving service of Nana Asante Bedietio ni mame and Dr. Bryan Acheampong and Kennedy Agyapong honorable ekopie mu ewasia they were sitting side by side and no say ama for kan hwasem because during a primaries campaign ahodo ekọ hu say na we to ayampiama we na we atoama we and people were and there was even an accession say Bryan Acheampong has deliberately been pushed into the system said the beya will be compete with Kennedy Agyapong because he has the Kennedy Agyapong vibes but ono a bit polished than honorable Kennedy Agyapong na man for him say there asento kwani mu ayedin ye ka omubo menye yini ade but then luckily you who said they are sitting side by side man for him say that means say ebia say no differences are way togetherness we come na build the new patriotic party. People are really talking about this particular video on how they were very close na womo etibomu ewo jumedie no ase. Now still on the NPP amanyoko no emu ensensem se amene wo say global info analytics led by Ira Musa Dakwa womo edensem bi ababetuja about NPP womu chima say ye ko the grassroots and kasa NPP for womo support eswati to 25% as NDC. So as you can see, say NPP support declines to 25% as NDC gains ground in latest tracking poll, Global Info Analytics. Not just so much say pa. Yeah, the MPP see ho na yeah the NDC see one no man. Not just say MPP for say or man who they ne swat to say who appliance be a nim ekrum hanum say. And as we can see, NDC for ni mom and omogeni grounds. Now both parties are doing registration. NDC for register new members, MPP for so register new members. And Osha, not just say based on the people that are joining the NDC, maybe with their membership, I was sure the people that are joining the NPP. Inti amasi say NPP no aye a bit shaky. Se party ni da so ho, se party ni ho. I mean, it has brought a whole lot of conversation. Global Info Analytics for Chinema. Womo dwe mu aye womo anka some research na they are out with the research data any idea. But the fan semwa Musa Dakwa the etu jantu screens ni so Emma or say breaking news. Ongoing face-to-face tracking poll for March 2026 shows NPP continues to decline in party affiliation. It's not just say any padodwa womodi omo ebo MPP neswati by 25% compared to the NDC. Now, Bisa say, how did he know? Into your say, prior to the 2024 elections, MPP was 37% and NDC was 33%. Into before I bet to buy in the year 2024, no, now NPP NAM 37 and NDC NAM 33 in percentage wise. Currently, only 5% of the voters openly associate themselves with NPP. Enti sa nipa 37 no eswate ama say uko MPP mu a nipa be 25% pe ena timi di omo nsasi omobo eka say oh me MPP ni what you say now or say compared to 46% for the NDC. Now say NDC for the ebia beka ho from the 33 to the 46. Nipa be 46% ntimika say hwe me NDC ni ma ban ne wo so ye besa aba so ni ade. Or say the situation is even worse in the swing regions. Greater Accra region, Central and Western, where only 22% say they are NPP compared to 58 for the NDC. Into amu chema akopie mu en kran mfimfini mantel mu ene the Western region MPP for mutimika say oh the MPP for mu be 22% pe out of the 100% no ene mu 58 ema NDC so be realize say 22 ene 58 that's 80%. Not 20% na can the mechicha ko undisclosed I don't know ne others ne ade so and I say MPP is really lacking behind. In the aftermath of MPP primaries, cocoa price brouhaha, etc., the political environment still appears hostile for the opposition party. What is the problem and what can MPP do to reverse this? Not just a near man sheda enkoye and farmer MPP in Ghana as it stands now. Well, they believe that they are still there, but according to a result, a free Global Info Analytics for a whole air baniche say MPP is not in good standing. Into Usha or say when a graph no more abano say party affiliation, national and swing regions March 2028 and I'll say NDC 46.1%, NPP 58.3%, and then when you come down NPP, so the green is representing the national level and then the blue is the swing regions. Inti Osha nationally no NDC I mean 46%. Share amount for like they boldly from the NDC for no a camp na not just say 46%. Now when you check the swing regions it's 58.3% for the NDC. Do you understand? Like are you forgetting? So when you check the NDC party, when it comes to people's affiliation to the NDC nationally, like the whole Ghana, NDC4 is about 46.1% for them. And then when it comes to the swing regions like OABA, Central region, Greater Accra and Western region, it's 58.3 for the NDC. Now when we come to MPP, the whole Ghana, no, amanfo a affiliate omo to MPP no 25.0%. Now, when we go to the swing regions, which is the Greater Accra, the Western region, and the Central region, it is 22.5. So compare with the NDC. Now, it's a MPP are really lacking. Now, when we go to floating voters, like they vote based on mechanism, manifestos and policies and all that. No? NDC floating voters nationally, 16.7%. And swing regions near common floating voters near 9.7%. Now, undisclosed, like I said, people that don't disclose the parties they belong to nationally, normally 9.6%, and swing regions normally 7.6%. Others 2.2, 1.5, both national and swing. And then United Party, which is Alanchemantin Party, 0.6% to 0.4%, swinging and national. So this is the graph. If we global info analytics for Banachi say even if we are adding the undisclosed kakra, still MPP has a lower turnout for party affiliations. Now there is another information if you musada kwaho or say early indication from the ongoing March 2026 poll shows the NPP woes deepening in the base as NDC takes commanding lead in party affiliations. Into Omujema based on Omu polls or Omuamaye and say BBA di adansi say the NDC for no enya ahwodin ewo MPP for no so assistance now, because right now Bibia is not in favor of the NDC of the MPP. Now say NDC share of its voters among the Akans, the largest ethnic group in Ghana, increased from 34% in December 2025 to 41%. Into Omujema, we share kasa hodre wo Ghana ha. Akan for ne doors ye ka akan na ka fanti asante twie kwa pim twie kwa wu any ade sanko for no na nka o manhoden MPP for ahoden pa ba say ne echema NDC for nso enya a strength of about 41% based on their poll. MPP declines marginally from 30% to 29% in the same period. Next NDC MPP for the Swati. NDC gains came from decline in floating voters and voters who don't want to disclose their party affiliation. They are now openly declaring for NDC according to the ongoing poll. Into Omujema, Adeama NDC for Ebenya Hodempan floating voters or more mun said endom party biano. Or mun say Omunina diom vote aquacoma NDC for no. And I think so or more mun person mo betchere send me MPP ni me NDC me United Party for no mo and omunso omo sha o mahodin kese akokan wama NDC for say they are shooting up gradually. Now let's put this graph on the screens for you based on say party affiliation for Akan into from December 2025 afie twemu no busumi twato edeba busumi ayewo mu 2026 no NDC December no na omoye 34%. Now up to March we no with Akan like the Akan ethnic group no as at December NDC was winning just 34% of the Akans. Now as at March we no NDC is winning 41% of the Akans. Now MPP as at December they were winning 30% of the Akans. Now a SWAT kura about 29%, which is very sad on the side of the New Patriotic Party. Amanfo chem say the kwata by 2028 na party no egu, because looking at the analysis free kind of saying musada kwa ene nkofo ho ba, I mean people that make predictions and analysis for elections and we see them reflecting it there. Say yenyini say MPP for so mpese by na party negu 2028 na party negu there, and they should start using this chart and graph to work on one more party no to become more popular again before 2020. But it just say it is because of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ain't in a party no any popular being, because preferably no be say nkofo bebre any nje Bawumia being the flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party. But then yenina ye Ghana krodum ha ye hwe se de nsem no ebesifa akọ abusia yenda mo ase se munya brede hwe ha Pinaxtv.